Now, it's totally normal to experience different growth rates and different size capacity for any particular fish, and that's basically the whole basis of evolution. So it very well can be a genetic thing, because genes pass on with dominant recessive genes within fish. And then there's also environmental factors as well, such as phenol and pheromone levels and various other things that can suppress the growth of particular fish. And some fish genetically may be more susceptible to being affected by things like pheromones and phenols and other hormones that may be in the water that may have concentrated, that can explain why within a certain tank, if you had say 5 Oscars and a couple of them grow massive and one of them grows nowhere near the same size, it could be that the big ones are just genetically bigger and they've got more large dominant genes, and the small one may be genetically smaller and may have more recessive genes in regards to size. So within one species of fish, it is totally expected that they're not all going to grow at the same growth rate, and they are not all going to grow the same size. And once again, that's how evolution works, because if these fish were in the wild and they evolutionarily had an advantage being larger, that allows the species to morph larger over time. And if there was an advantage for the fish to be smaller, the fish will then be able to morph smaller over generations. So it is completely normal for you to have fish in the same tank, in the same conditions, that grow completely different growth rates and end up at completely different finish sizes within one species of fish, and even within one spawn of fish. That's how evolution works, and that's how it all goes. It's just nature. The more often you water change, and the more often you have polishing products like polyfilter, the bigger your fish tend to grow. But the aim of the game is not to grow the fish as fast as possible. The aim of the game is to have healthy, adequately fed fish and see what happens.